Welcome to another Saturday night at the Grateful Shed. Tonight on the menu in my Dutch oven. I like to cook outside this time of year because it's so hot. So I have my Dutch oven. Here I got a meatloaf I've been working on all afternoon. I got some homemade mashed potatoes. You put some of them mashed. Don't never put none of my mashed potatoes on your head, because if you did, your tongue will beat you to death trying to get to it. And then we got some stewed squash. We have some green beans with ham meat. Man, that's going to be fitting to eat. And we got some of Miss Rachel's squash pies and some of Woodrow's peas. Now, I like to take these peas and cut up some maters in little chunks of these peas right there. That's fitting to eat. And last but not least, we have some homemade store-bought biscuits. I want to point out something tonight. When I put my food out here on the countertop to keep it warm till all the company comes, I put a steno under the pot there. Make sure I don't burn my hand. I put a stick. Woodrow, well, my steno's gone out. Woodrow, you got a match?
Yeah, I got a match. Your breath in the elephant's fizzle.
What is a fizzle?
Well, Webster's dictionary says it's the suppression of a good thing.
Woodrow, if you had a brain, you'd be dangerous.
I don't need a brain to be dangerous. I got this right here.
Bruce, close the door. It's so humid, I had to take a shower to dry off. Where have y'all been? Man, it's hot. Folks, try to move it along here tonight. Since we've got so many people watching our videos now, we've accumulated right much fan mail, and we thought we'd take the time tonight to answer some of the questions some of our great fans have about the Shed Heads. So tonight we're going to have the Shed Head member that has the most knowledge and wisdom that can read, Brother Alton. If you don't mind, read some of the fan mail. We've got some of the questions, see if we can answer, help our folks out here.
Okay, no, we got one here from Susan Rootwell of Elizabeth Hill.
Okay.
Says, why don't you men have your wives on your videos?
Some of our wives, well, as you know, we're all happily married men.
We're all married.
Well, we're all married anyway.
If our wives knew what kind of good time we had out here, they'd put a stop to this.
Well, I hope that answers that question.
Letter number 2 is from the Hollywood Times.
Uh-huh.
How has becoming famous changed your life?
Well, I, for one, I can barely remember when I wasn't famous now.
I can't either, and I've been spotted so many times, I feel like I'm either a leopard or I've got the spotted fever.
Being rich ain't that bad, other than paying taxes and your relatives want to borrow money. But being famous, that's a 24-hour-a-day job right there.
Yes, sir.
I'm with you fellas.
Letter 3 is from Sally Hohandle from Slap Out. I know where Slap Out is.
I know where Slap Out, yeah.
I grew up right across the road from there.
Yeah.
It says, Dear Shed Heads, what is your favorite meal? In other words,
Cornmeal.
if you were on death row, what would your request for your last meal?
Well, Bruce, being you're the food critic here at the Shed Head, what was your favorite? If you had one last meal, what would it be?
I would want stew beef and rice with fresh potatoes, fresh corn, fresh cabbage, and homemade biscuits. And a slice of tomato.
Terry, what would be your last? If you were on death row and you had one last request for your meal, what would it be?
I don't know, but I know I'd want it to take a long time.
Amen.
Some of the things you got soaked in there.
Maybe a Christmas turkey, 4th of July.
Get money fixed in the slow cooker.
All right, go ahead.
Our next letter is from Freddie Reddy. Dear Shedhead,
His real name?
I am 15 years old. What advice can you give me in choosing the right girl for my first date?
The right girl for his first date. Well, I can tell you when I was 15 years old and I was trying to choose a girl to go out with, the first thing I'd ask her was, does she like vinegar on her collars? And if she said, yeah, I knew that's the type of girl I could go out with and have a good time, and she'd slide right up beside me there in front of my pickup, and I could put my arm around her, and we would have a pretty, a good night.
Yeah.
If they said they liked their collars without vinegar, she's always the type of girl that won't sit over there against the door and kind of look out there and ignore you a little bit.
Be to
And
herself.
Yeah, kind of be to herself type of girl.
Turn the radio to her
Yeah,
station.
turn the radio straight. That
Yeah,
type of girl.
I
And I
understand.
had been out with girls like
Want
that.
you to pay the bill.
Want me to pay the bill and all stuff like that. It was kind of offended if I wore my overalls with my shirt off.
Yeah.
That type of girl. So if she didn't like vinegar on the collars, I kind of shied away from that type of girl.
Well, now, how about the girl that likes pepper hash on her collar?
Oh, now pepper hash. Now, if I asked a girl if she liked vinegar or plain and she said pepper hash, I think in the McPhail household, they wouldn't allow me to go off with a girl like that. There ain't no way. Because she might be a little bit spicy, sketchy, a little bit fast. I'll be by to avoid them at all costs. Next thing a girl like that gets you in trouble. But if she likes pepper hash, I'll be like, stay away from that. Yeah.
Well, our last letter here is from Doris. Let me see here. It says, from Doris, I'll leave the light on. I think her last name is Knightley. She got here, it's hard to tell through them shades, but how old is Woodrow and what's his favorite casserole?
Oh, Woodrow.
When Woodrow was born, the Dead Sea was just sea.
Moby Dick was just a minute.
Woodrow told me one time that dinosaur meat tastes like chicken. Woodrow lost part of his hearing due to Yankee Cannon fire.
Yeah, well, Woodrow was incarcerated for so many years till he aged with grace.
Thank y'all for watching our episode of the Fan Mail. This concludes another episode of The Grateful Shed, and I'm going to ask our producer to please hit pause.